Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Salty's channel. On today's episode, we're immediately doing some pain dealing here at the front. We're trying to get some separation because this is not a flat route. In case I struggle later on, I have souls to go back to, or remnant souls to go back to. Like may as well, if I can, break some riders off the start. Initially here, I wasn't quite sure if it was just going to be a long, drawn out line. But I did start to look up in the right hand corner, going, okay, I start to see a little bit of gray in the road. So as soon as I seen that one, I started going back up. I hit 360 there for a second. 300s was quite common at this point. We are still moving. The average is going up. You almost got a break in the group there. Then it stays steady at around 304. So that's good. Yeah, so we're coming up to this section here. This is a little forgotten hill that people forget about because on fresh legs, this is not a hill. You guys will see at the end what I do here. Always remember, if it goes up, you can attack it. Remember rule number 1: do not attack on the downhill. Violating rule number 2 is don't violate rule number 1. So you can clearly see that we have big gaps in this group, but behind. Yeah, so we are going pretty good here, and I let this guy pass because he's no longer pulling the train. You remember, you always want to be pulling the train, so I back off and I go back into the main group, and so I always like to tell people when we're going to push the cart forward, pushing the pace. At least if I can get a couple of guys on the same page, this is a good spot. Sometimes you can. We caught one guy out of the back. I think these guys would have been more engaged. It would have been better. We had the plus R rider.
These guys don't know how to talk.
I believe his name is RC. Thank you for the ride on. Also telling everybody they're noobs here because you're literally on a 1.5% grade, and it actually slightly dips. I pre-type here, so I'm like, see, the guy on the pink bike knew the right place to do it, but he was pushing the pace a little bit too hard. Also, this thing has a kind of a wacky finish line now that you guys may or may not know about at this point in time. So, trying to make sure I have a few guys still pulling me up this last little bit. Heart rate's at 173, so we all know that's not a comfortable spot for me. So, because there's another draft at the bottom of this hill, or another power up banner at the bottom of this hill. So I just, once I got my power up, that it being a draft, and I enabled. If it was a feather, I would have held off until a little bit further up the road. And here going into the abyss. If you're on an Apple TV, currently you get a different route. So I'm engaging erg mode here at 290. So not bad. But you can see that I'm currently in 9th position. So let's see how I do going up towards the end of this hill. That should be coming up shortly if I edited this correctly. But, you know, I'm not losing a whole lot here. Oh, also I'm putting some sim mode in when I'm getting the Spiral of Doom with the erg mode. It's 260 at this point, or 290 at this point is a little bit hard. Did I say 260 earlier? I meant 290. If I did, can't really. That was like 30 seconds ago. You know, the mind.
So yesterday, it was always a feather
Some of
up
these
this hill.
power banners are during the flat section are almost too close that it doesn't actually draw up another power up because one's not actually fully used, or you have like one is pending. I kind of feel like they should have not have the a power up at every single banner. No, just saying. I'm still in 9th place, and I'm still holding on to 8th and 7th there pretty good. So I'm still in 9th place, holding on 8th and 7th there. We have a few guys going down the hill. So originally that was supposed to be the finishing line, but it's not. So that's kind of interesting. But some of these guys, I think, kind of overworked themselves and didn't quite like. Once you go red line, it's really hard to come back from. I think some of these guys did go into their red zone. I'm currently in 8th place. We actually did pass the Ukrainian flag person. So this is what I mean. People forget about this being a hill. So could have probably done the draft boost a bit sooner. So, this hill here, this bump is something that you guys can watch out for. So if you're racing this in the future, at the end of this race, this is a hill. A lot of guys did not realize it, and I absolutely smoked these two guys. We have Dave ahead. Do I catch Dave? I don't think Dave was paying attention. So, I think he fell asleep. And by the way, it's in the right-hand corner. Is the meters to go. That's where you got to look for how long, where the actual end is, and there's that white line. A little bit hard to see, but top right-hand corner tells you where it's for the end. Bye. Comment, like, and subscribe.